Hello, beautiful. How are you? And welcome back to my channel. I told you I would be coming back. I know it's been a while. I've had a lot go on. So now it's time to get back into the groove. So if you're just not joining my channel and you don't know who I am Karanda Glover. I am your coach for thriving after 50. Excuse me. If you're starting over in life or after divorce, empty nest syndrome, or a major life event like change in career at your age. And life just be life, and you're in the right place. Okay, so here we're going to be on mindset, motivation, and multiple streams of income with faith, humor, and practical tips to help you turn your comeback into your best chapter yet. So let's get started. And please forgive me if I'm looking down and sideways. One, my dog is moving around. He wants my attention. Two, I'm making sure that I have everything covered with my notes and my laptop. I made plenty of notes to make sure I cover every point that I want to talk to you about today, okay? So let's go ahead and get started already. So let's get real. Starting over at 50, it can feel like you've been handed a puzzle without a box. And you know what that feels like. If you've ever done a puzzle and you're looking up, a lot of times the pieces are missing, or someone has taken the cover of the box, or if you have kids, it take the cover of the box and you're trying to do a puzzle and you're like, okay, no picture. So that's how starting over can feel like sometimes. It is something else. But don't worry, I've got you covered here. So I'm going to break down my 3M system, which is mindset, motivation, and multiple streams of income. These are the tools that turned my chaos into clarity, because I had to get some type of clarity, some type of normalcy in my life after all this happened to me. And this 3M system can do the same for you. So ready? Let's dive in. Just in case you haven't seen my first video, let me go ahead and give you a quick backstory right quick. So you won't be too confused. This is what's going on. 2 years ago, excuse me. 2 years ago, my husband left me for an older woman. Of course, he's still older than me. And it just kind of tore my life upside down. Excuse me. And if anyone, I was getting ready to turn 50 that year. If you had someone leave you, cheated on you, or you're having to get a divorce, and you really love that person, you really care about that person and that marriage, and you know what I'm talking about, it's more than chaotic. It's like you want to get up and you just want to scream, because you're like, why did this person do to me? I put my all in there, and this person just literally took my heart and threw it down the street and put it in the trash and closed his eyes when it got ran over by a truck. So I decided to figure out how I was going to get myself together, because it was very hard. I was very depressed, still battling some of depression as it is now. Did not know it until I was told it. But I digress. So I had to figure out a way, an outlet to help me get through it. First of all, prayer. One thing I'm going to let you know on this channel, we're going to talk about God a lot. My faith is big in my life and in my family's life, and I talk about God and Jesus all the time. So if you're not into that, you go ahead and leave now, because I'm not going to stop because you're not into it. Whoever your higher being is, I am not going to put it down. But my higher being, God. Anyway, it took a lot of faith, prayer, therapy. I really had to end up going to a therapist. And for us as Black women, Black people, period, we're not big on therapy because we're not told to go to therapy. Oh, all you need to do is just pray. Or, oh, you don't need no therapy. That's for white people. Not bashing white people. But, sisters, you know what I'm talking about. So we tend not to go to therapy. And the younger generation is starting to now. But our age, we're normally not going through therapy. We're not looking at someone to go do it. But it took therapy for me, because I thought I was going to lose my freaking mind. Honestly, I thought I was going to lose my freaking mind. This man's health is down. I was helping him with his health. I'm not helping him. I was rebuilding his health, because he had a poor immune system. He had a poor way of taking care of himself. And I was there to help lift him up and his son, because his son had a mental problem. And he just decided one day out of the blue that he was just going to leave. He didn't want to be married to me anymore. Unbeknownst to me, that was in October of 2022. And let me show this trifecta effect because it was very, very painful and hard. Um, he left me October 28th, 2022. October 29th, 2022 was the 2-year anniversary of my best friend Angela. And here she is right here. This is I got it here. It's my best friend, my sister. I love her and I miss her so much. Again, October 28th, he left. October 29th was the anniversary of my best friend's death. Then November 12th was my birthday. And then November 26th was Thanksgiving. Boom, boom, boom. Trifecta. So, of course, you're going to feel like you're losing your mind. Of course, you're going to be crying all the time, trying to figure out how to do it. What are you going to do now, especially financially? Because I was a single parent at the time we met. We met in church, by the way, and he's a minister. Let that simmer for a little bit. But anyway, I was used to doing everything for myself. And you single ladies, single parents out there, you know what I'm talking about. You used to doing everything yourself. You have a man come and tell you he's going to give you this, give you that. You're like, yeah, okay. If he does it, yeah. If he don't, yeah. You're not going to miss it one way or the other. And this man came in and he did everything he said he was going to do. Then he gained my trust. Then he got mad at me because I wouldn't allow him to take care of everything in my life because he said that, you want me to treat you like a queen, but you're acting like a king. And I looked at him and said, what? He says, you're not letting me take the responsibilities of a man and make sure that you're taking care of you and your girls. I said, okay, so I gave it up. We were together for 4 years before we got married, because we were married 2.5 years when he did that. And I'm going to tell you, you're used to having everything paid for, your insurance, your car note. Heck, I didn't even know how much my car note was, okay? Didn't even, let alone the insurance, because he had his other vehicles and trailers because he did horses on there as well. So I didn't even know how much it was. He used to fill up my car. I didn't have to worry about it. Then he started slacking and stuff. So, you know, people always show you signs of them. And one thing that Maya Angelou always say, when a person show you who they are the first time, believe them. Because this man did show me. But I chose to push it to the side because, number one, he's a minister. He was associate minister of our church. That's how we met. He ended up moving down to Georgia. And long story short, I was living up here. He was coming back and forth because he's a trucker. We met, started talking, blah, 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 blah. I still stayed up here in Arkansas. He stayed in Georgia because that was the plan until baby girl graduated. Not to seem like I'm rambling or anything, but just giving you a total backstory on it. And anyway, that's what happened. So when the anniversary of my best friend's death, I was, y'all excuse me, because nobody can tell you how long to grieve over people. So you gotta forgive me. Because she was like my sister, y'all. How do you say goodbye to somebody you've been friends with for 30 years, dude? We've been through ups and downs, hell and back, kids, grandkids. I mean, she was a sister I always wanted. So to keep from going on there, let's go ahead. Anyway, that was the anniversary. That was tearing me up. Then my birthday came, November 12th. And on Facebook is a mug. It had a memory on there. It showed where he had sent me flowers. He would send me flowers every Mother's Day, every birthday, every Valentine's Day. And it showed a memory of, you know, love that man, Mr. G. And he always sent me flowers. And I was looking at that and I'm like, didn't even get a happy birthday text or anything. You didn't laugh, I understand, but you still know we're still married. And he didn't. Unbeknownst to me, I did not know he had brought a woman down there in Georgia in September, which is his ex-wife. An ex is an ex for a reason. Anyway, he had her down there, so that's why he was acting the way he was acting, because I was going through a 10-day fast, and it seemed like the more I prayed, the worse he got. But I'm going to tell you right now, that fast, unbeknownst to me, ended up helping me, even though he did what he did and hurt me the way he hurt me, because, I mean, I could not talk about this man without even going into tears saying his name. I couldn't even do that at all. But going through that fast really helped because, one, it brought things out in him because I was praying for him. And the more you pray for a person, the more stupid they get. Because the devil is looking to steal, kill, and destroy. So he goes into your life and look for the weakest link in your life. And the sad part about it is the weakest link was supposed to have been the head, my husband. He took his brain, he rolled it down the street, he played kickball with it, he set it on fire, he peed on it, he did it all. That's what he did to my husband's brain. Because you are a minister, you know the Bible, and you choose to go and do what you want to. I'm wife number 5. That should have been my first red flag. Ding, 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 ding. But I digress because he was a minister. We've been in church together. I heard him preach, everything. Anyway, when I found this out, I was very, very, very upset. So I did something I shouldn't have done. And I kind of posted it, what he was doing, because the church he was preaching at down there in Georgia thought she was another woman, and I'm still first lady down there, you know what I'm saying? I went ahead and retracted the post and everything, but it hurt. So, as I was saying, when I was going through that 10-day fast, it started showing things. God started showing me things that I didn't even really pay attention to, because by the 5th day of that fast, that's when he decided he no longer wanted to be with me. I broke down. I broke down. When I tell you I broke down, I broke down. When you want to bring a sister to her knees, yeah, and I'm a strong woman. I'm a very strong woman. I've dealt with a lot in my life. That brought me to my knees. I was on my face crying, asking God, why? Why is he doing this to me? Put my marriage back together. And then I was like, I don't get it. And God, he told me something I didn't want to hear. And I just continued to keep going. Then God is awesome. Because, he got me through that. He really did. When they say he'll rock you, he'll wrap you at nighttime, and he'll rock you to sleep, baby. He will rock you to sleep. Trust and believe. Anyway, I ended up finding out that he had brought that woman down there. He brought her down in September that year. February is when I went off. And she also found out about his health too, because he has to be taken care of. Certain things got to be done for him that she just was not willing to do. Ex-wife now, got a kid together, okay? Knows him. But see, he had got a settlement. That's something I didn't tell you all. He got a settlement because he had an accident in his personal truck, and he got a big settlement. And when he got the settlement, he dumped me and got her. And the house down there needed to be fixed. So he fixed that house up for her. And February, timeline, September 22 is when he brought her down. February 23, she was done with him. Just like that. And she went to work, moved out, got her some money, and moved back to Arkansas in November of 2023. How you doing? So, guess who's trying to get back with somebody again? But here's the thing, though. And it's sad to say, and I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one, so please don't come for me. It's sad to say, even though he did what he did, broke up with me, shut off my bills, my internet, and on my daughter's senior year, she needed for college and stuff, and trying to turn off phones and insurance and stuff. Even though he did what he did, it's sad to say that if he just would apologize and came back and admitted he was wrong and just heartfelt, sincere apology, I probably would have taken him back. And God knew this, because when I cried and cried and cried and asked God, why did you do this? This man is cheating on me. And he still to this day say he's not cheating. He still to this day, he said, I didn't leave her for you. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I don't care what you say. You don't think it's cheating, but it's still cheating, because number one, we're still married. In the process of divorcing now, I can talk to him now without cussing him off, going out, and everything else. Because right now, I kind of just feel pity for him, because he's got a lot going on in his life. And God blesses you according to the way you treat your wife. And you see how you treat me. So I still talk to him. He calls every now and then when I have time. I've only talked to him once this year, though. So, because I'm trying to move on bigger and better things 2025. Anyway, to make a long story short, That February, she found out, she was mad. He tried to get back with me. Then he texted me because I was working overnight then, and I talked to him. I'm like, no, that ain't happening. But one thing I noticed that God did do when I kept praying and asking, because I saw something on a prayer on how to get rid of that woman to make her so uncomfortable, have him only want eyes for me and me only. He let me know that the reason why I allowed him to take that woman in is because I knew that if it didn't have anything to do with cheating, I probably would have taken him back. He knew exactly, but you know, God knows us. He knew that I would have. But when I found out he had that woman, I'm done. I don't like sharing. No. Mm-mm. So that's what ended up happening to me. And I know a lot of you are starting off, so that means I had to start over. And now I have my grandson. I'm raising my middle child son. She lives in Georgia, and I have him, and I'm taking care of him. So I understand you. Trust me, I understand. That's why this is what helped me get through the chaos. It helped me rebuild myself back up by doing this 3M, creating this 3M strategy, which is mindset, motivation, and multiple streams of income. Because number one, mindset was through the roof. It was, I've always been a positive person, but right then, there, I had to keep on telling myself every day, you are worthy, you are good, you are loved. I had to say it every day because that man broke me down, made me think it was my fault, and it was not. It was him. And that's to let you know, it's not your fault, it's his. I don't care what, it's his, especially if he cheated. Especially if he cheated. Because for him to sit and say it's your fault because you didn't do this in the bedroom or you didn't do that, number one, you made a contract with this woman before God and family and friends that you will love, honor, for richer or poor, better or worse, all of that. If you had a problem with your wife, you needed to go and talk to your wife. You need to communicate. And that's one thing that he found out after all this happened. And I asked him what happened and stuff. And to this day, he really don't know why he did it. But anyway, they, it's, I'm not going back to the headspace. Anyway, mindset, it was kind of thrown off. Motivation, I had to motivate myself to get out of bed every day. I had to motivate myself to eat. I had to motivate myself to go to church. I mean, I literally was walking around like a zombie. It's like I got up, went to work, took care of the baby, got up, took care of the baby, went to work, came home, fixed dinner, laid down, went to sleep, got up. I mean, literally zombie, 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 zombie. And I prayed my way through that. I went through therapy that ended up helping me. And one thing God did show me, you know, he showed me the one reason why he did what he did. Sometimes we had this little feeling in the pit of our stomach. And I'm sorry and I apologize if this is running a little long. If you want to go ahead and go somewhere else, that's fine. If this is helping you and it resonates with you, please stay. Please like, share, and subscribe for more tips and information and spiritual guidance as well. And my 3M system on helping you and starting over, single women 50 and over. But usually you have like a little pit in your stomach. That's God telling you, that's Holy Spirit telling you, you shouldn't do this. I felt that before I got married, but I just put it off to the side. When I changed my last name, I felt it, and I just put it to the side. So he let me know the reason why he did what he did, because God is a very jealous God. You know this. He will have no other God before him. I put my husband first before God. You don't ever do that. And I didn't realize that's what I was doing, but that's what he let me know. I put him first before God. I'm supposed to always go to him, then my husband. And I did not. And then he started showing me the other things in his life that I didn't know about. And also that he's elevating me to another level that he can't go with. He can't go with me. As much as I wanted him to go with me up to that level, especially making money, my own business and stuff, he let me know he is taking me somewhere that my husband cannot go. And I appreciate him doing that now, 2.5 years into the marriage. I mean, yes, it hurt, but it's better than 10, 20, 30, and 40. Now, I understand some of you all, it's 10, 20, 30, and 40, and it still hurts. Hurt is hurt. Pain is pain. That's simple. It is not, it doesn't matter. Pain is pain. But this is what I created to help me through it. And I'm gonna go back to my notes now so I can stop rambling, because I just try to give you a little bit of my backstory just in case you haven't seen the first video. But like I said, don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm gonna break down my 3M system, which is mindset, motivation, and multiple streams of income through faith. Excuse me. And this, I'm going to tell you, it took me a little bit to get this together because I started writing down things. Get your journal. Journalize everything that happened because, baby, when you go back and start reading it, you're like, what in the world was I thinking? But it also put things in perspective for me to see how I went from this broken down, crying, blaming myself, oh, woe is me woman, to I saw myself being picked back up. I saw myself changing my mindset. I saw myself motivating myself to get up. I saw myself getting that job. I saw myself getting this vehicle. I mean, it just started rolling. And then I sat down one day, ran into digital marketing. It's like whatever you can find your niche, something that you can talk about all day long. I can talk about this all day long because this is what happened to me. And I know what you're going through because I've been there. So that's why I went ahead and created it, because I started saying, it took mindset. I used to coach mindset years ago. And I was working at a rehab, and I was helping this patient out, a couple of patients. And one of the nurses said, I hear you and see you every day. You are good at motivating. You should be a motivational speaker. I said, you're not the first person to tell me that. So I started thinking about that. And when I saw that, when it said to get your niche, it's something that you are passionate about. And I'm passionate about mindset, and I'm passionate about motivating people, because in my family, when I was growing up, you could not use the word can't. You don't know what you cannot do if you have never tried it. And if you didn't try it, even if you did try it and you still couldn't do it, you still do as close as possible that you could. Can't was not in our vocabulary. That's the way I was raised. So, excuse me, when I started thinking about mindset, and I saw, okay, I motivate myself, I motivate others. I'm good at taking care of the people. I'm a CNA, by the way, and I'm good at taking care of other people. And I've learned that while you're going through your pain, helping someone else also helps you. So I didn't realize it was part of my therapy, but it ended up being that way. But anyway, let's dive into the first M, which is mind shift, to shift your perspective. Like I was telling you, everything that I was going through and what I was feeling, as far as thinking, it was me. I can't do anything else, especially at this age, 50 years old. I'm not going to be able to get a good job. People are not going to really want to hire me. It's going to be hard. I mean, I went through every kind of thing. Yeah, I had to reset my mindset. I had to shift my perspective. So the first M, is mindset. So listen, you can change your life without first changing your thoughts. You cannot change your mind without first changing your thoughts. And the verse to that is Proverbs 23:7. It says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Translation, sis, your thoughts shape your reality. And that is true. Your thoughts shape your reality. So we're going to work on mindset. We're going to help you get up. We're going to help you start becoming more confident, because that's what you need at this time. You're going through a lot. It's a lot on you. It's very overwhelming. You don't know what to do. I'm here for you. We're going to get through this together. You're going to be able to 2 years later look down the line and be like, what was I thinking about that man? You'll finally see why things happened the way it did. Anyway, like I said, when I was going through my toughest days, I had to tell myself, Karanda, you're not stuck. You're just in transition. And I had to tell myself that every freaking day, because I had to make myself believe it, because at first I was not believing it. I had to tell myself that every day. You're not stuck. You're just in transition. And guess what? That tiny little shift from not being stuck, that you're just in transition, made all the difference in the world. So here's a tip you can do, something that's an action. Here's the first thing you can do. Here's your first assignment, okay? Work with me on this. Your first assignment. Every morning, say one affirmation that speaks life into your situation. Something like, I am capable of building a life I love. And you are. You're very capable. Write it down. Say it. Take a picture. Put it in a book. Believe it. Say it every day. Meditate on it, marinate on it, close your eyes, see yourself believing that you can create a life that you love. And I promise you it will happen. Let's move on, because this is getting a little long and I didn't mean to. So the second M is motivation. Keep moving forward. Now, on to the second one. This is, let's see, motivation. Let's keep it real. Motivation doesn't magically appear, because like I told you, it took a lot for me to get out of bed. So it's, just by doing something like getting out of bed. It's something that you create by taking action. So even when you don't feel like it, with the verse Hebrews 12:1 reminds us to run with perseverance the race marked out for us. That doesn't mean to sprint. It just means keep going. Okay? So, like I said, I remember when I first started learning digital marketing, I was staring at a blank screen like it was Chinese. But you know what? I did it. Forgive the light, I see it's going out. Um, I didn't quit. Now, here I am with you. Proof that constant baby steps lead to giant leaps. One step at a time. Don't try and go and conquer the world, honey, because you can't. Just one step at a time. This is a time to be very, very selfish. It really is, because you're having to work on you. If you don't take that time to work on you, baby, it can become terrible. So here is another tip I want you to do. Break your goals into small actionable steps. Instead of saying I want to start a business, say today I'll research one way to earn income online. Small step. Not great big old business. Research. Zip. Small step. Celebrate every win. Celebrate every win that you've earned. You got up this morning. You brushed your teeth. You put on some clothes. You made some breakfast. You may think that's funny, but it isn't, because there's some people that really have a hard time getting up. And once they do get up, they don't feel like brushing their teeth, washing their face, combing their hair. They're just that depressed. So like I said, celebrate every win. You got up, baby. Clap yourself. Clap. Congratulations. You brushed your teeth. Congratulations. You put on your makeup. Make yourself look good. Congratulations. I'm telling you, try it. It will work. Celebrate every little end. So the third M is multiple streams of income, building your financial freedom. That's why I had to come in and start figuring out what I was going to do for money, taking care of this little boy, and also trying to do this job at the same time, because I'm a CNA. I'm not a spring chicken. So, that job right there kind of gets to me. I'm out on workman's comp right now because of my back. I hurt myself. It's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling at all. So, all right, now let's talk about this multiple streams of income. So, sis, days of relying on just one paycheck are gone, and you know this. Two paycheck household does better than one. It's just, unless you're making $1 million, baby, one paycheck is not going to get it. So we're going to be building financial freedom one stream at a time. And I believe in having 7 streams of income to become a millionaire. It's not really about becoming a millionaire for me. It's just 7 streams of income gives you a lot better security, knowing, okay, if this one is low today, this one's going to be high. If this one's low today, then, you know what I'm saying. So at the time, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, which that can be fun. We're going to talk about this too. Consulting, selling ebooks, you name it. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 11:2, invest in 7 ventures, yet in 8 you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. 7 streams to become a millionaire. Invest in 7 ventures, yet, yes, in 8 you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Translation, diversify your income streams like you're planting seeds for a harvest. Doop, doop. So, what I need you to do on this one, pick one income stream to explore this month. So, if you want to do digital marketing, pick that one. Like I said in the motivation, just you want to start a business, start first small, start researching. So pick one income stream to explore this month, whether it's starting a side hustle, selling a digital product, joining an affiliate group. Just start. Don't wait for it to be perfect. Imperfect movement is better than perfect any day, because if you're sitting and wait for it to get perfect, you'll never get started. So start. Progress beats perfection every single time. So we made it to the end. That's my 3M strategy on mindset, motivation, and multiple streams of income. So here we go. We're going to wrap it up. There you have it. Gave it to you. 3M system here. It's a blueprint to turning your starting over into your most powerful comeback yet. With faith, focus, and a little bit of humor, which you see, I love to laugh. I promise you're closer to your breakthrough than you think. You are one step closer to your breakthrough than you think. So now I want to hear from you. Drop me a comment below and share which M resonated with you and which M you're going to tackle first. So, and if this resonates with you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like I told you earlier, hit that little notification bell ding to get all, not some, all notifications of when I come on, so I can give you the tips and stuff that you need. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps this beautiful community to grow. So thank you so much for joining me. And it's 30 minutes exactly. Boo. Celebrate the little wins. Hey. All right. I did it. All right. Until next time, sis. Beautiful. Keep shining. And remember, you're not just starting over, you're starting better. Until next time, beautiful. Have a great day.